So, I just attended the State of the City event that is here at the Radisson Hotel out by the Santa Maria Airport, and it was talking about the different things that are happening in our city, both good and some of the challenges that they have. So Mayor Alice Patino was actually at the city giving the state address, or the city address, as far as the things that have happened in Santa Maria, both good and some of the challenges that are coming up. I thought I'd share some of the highlights for you. And they also, right after Mayor Alice Patino spoke, we also had the city manager, Jason, who actually spoke as well as finished off with some of the different questions. So some of the things that came up that I thought might be of interest were just some of the things that are happening at the state level, and then some of the things that are happening at the city level. So one of the things that came about in this scenario is that they're going to be doing a census in 2020, and so I want to sort of prepare you in advance that that census is going to be coming. And what I didn't understand or realize exactly was how that really can impact us, because I never thought it was such a big deal. But with the census, what that means is that for every resident in the city of the Santa Maria area, there is approximately $2,000 that is dedicated to that particular person. So what that means is that for every person that's not counted, that could be potentially over a course of 10 years, almost $20 million that federally funds couldn't be given to the city on behalf of that particular person. So it is important to have people counted. So guess what? Your vote counts and you count. So that's one of the interesting things. I guess it happens every 10 years. Then the other thing too is that we found out that 2 years ago, our unemployment was approximately 3.1, and now we actually have, was 5.1, and now it's at 3.8. So we have a very healthy city in the city of Santa Maria. Now, the other thing that was really cool is just some of the upcoming things, and I know there's been a lot of discussion about what's all happening in the building over in Enos Ranch. Well, guess what? That big building that they're building currently right now is actually the new grade school. It's going to be a grade school that's going to house approximately 900 students. 900 students. And that's the school that's going in by Costco. So there's going to be actually a zoning thing as far as the rezoning for the different school districts and everything. That's going to be having a discussion coming up in November. But at the same time, they're starting that discussion right now to determine who's going to be zoned in that area. Some other things that I thought you might be really enjoying is the old Toys R Us is going to be a Hobby Lobby. So guess what? We're going to have a Hobby Lobby here. As a matter of fact, the mall, that was another thing they were talking about, is our mall is actually very healthy. It's under new ownership now, and that new ownership is getting very active in the community and actually trying to drive businesses there. So guess what? We're going to get our own Victoria's Secret here in Santa Maria, and it's becoming a more friendly, family-friendly destination things. The other thing that's happening is that we are going to have our library open on Sundays. So that's another thing that's happening in the city that's coming up. Another thing that's happening is in that new Coast Hills building, they have A.T. Still University that's going to be joining us. That is a coup for our area, guys, because that's going to actually increase the education level and bring lots more jobs and opportunities. As a matter of fact, they were talking about how they've increased over 1,000 jobs just in this short period of time. So that's going to be happening there. The projection, just so you know, in the next 5 to 7 years, is that our residents are going to go up to 37,000 people. So we're going to actually be increasing. So all of this building that's happening right now, that there is really going to be impacting what we're doing. This is kind of a benefit challenge of being in a community like this. The benefit is that we're getting more people coming. The challenge is that we're getting more people coming. So just keep that in mind. That's going to be paying attention to that. One of the biggest things that they're trying to figure out is housing and affordable housing. That is the buzz all throughout the whole state of California, and it is a buzz here too. They actually have an apartment building that's going to be built that's going to house approximately 87 people over near Depot. And then we also, in our hotels, we now have, because I don't know if you've been down on North Broadway, they've actually been building hotels down there. We now have 1,675 hotel rooms, or 1,675 hotel rooms throughout the city. What that means is that that's bringing tax dollars in. That's going to help us out tremendously. November 5th, just so you know, coming up, they're actually going to be rolling out the new public safety for the 911. This is really kind of neat and huge. I don't know if you've ever had the benefit of being able to go into the police station. If you join the police council, like I do, then we actually will give you a tour of the police station in the fall. Not this fall, but next fall, because we want to make certain the community can actually see it, and we'll be doing more in that regard. But the fiber optics in the police station here in Santa Maria are absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, they ended up, because they're so forward thinking in how they're doing what they're doing, they actually have taken over the dispatch for Guadalupe. And what this means is that by doing the new launch of this 911 system, that's going to help us tremendously in getting things out there to the community as is necessary. So just want to let you know, the city and the county and the chamber are actually working very, very hard to be in a position to where they can do and hear and listen to what's important to you. You can get active and involved, and we would love to have you involved. Hey, nice to see you. Thank you for listening. But if you are interested in finding out when you can go to some of these events and find out about what's going on, give me a holler, send me an email, send me a text. I'll help get you on the calendar. We're going to try and do better as far as maybe letting you know in advance when certain things are happening. So if you'd like to come and attend these as well, I'd be happy to let you know about that. This is called Krista, OIC Real Estate Services, here to help you see your real estate dreams come true. There is so much happening right now, and you can see building all over the area. You can see all the different things that are happening. The main thing to know is that we're trying really hard to keep the community dollars local. And so one of the other things that was really driven home, and I want to just sort of commend you, is Measure U. Because of Measure U being voted in and approved in the city of Santa Maria, first of all, the big thing to know is that Measure U keeps your money here. This is just for your people. It happens to do with the kids' fields. It's why we get the library open on Sunday. It's also making our police department bigger, badder, and wonderful, and not badder, but bigger and better. And then also we also have fire trucks that came. We actually were able to purchase through grants. This is another thing. Our community leadership here uses the federal grants and the state grants tremendously. So they just got a brand new $1 million fire truck through a grant. That didn't cost us as taxpayers. It cost the government through their tax dollars there. It's not that we personally spent the money on it. So just know that your government listens to you. We are very blessed here where we're at. And if you can, try and make certain and keep a pulse on what's happening here. I know it's been something that has been a huge eye-opener for me as I get more and more involved, and I just want to make certain I'm providing you with the information as well. So call Krista. Went a little long today, so much more. I got notes and notes and notes, but again, thank you for listening, and that is what's happening in our city in a very brief period of time. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.